Velvet rope, but let's just get right into it today because we are joined back by Amir Yaz.
Hello, darlings.
What is going on with you?
Oh, what is going on with me? I'm just like still frustrated. I don't know why I care so much, but the Blake Lively, them going to SNL is still bothering me. I don't know why. I, it just really bothers me.
It's bothering a lot of people. You know who it's not bothering is Bethany Frankel. I don't know if you've seen this. She says that it's the smartest marketing move of all time. Now, I don't know if she's talking a little bit about Blake and I think, but she's talking about SNL too, but Bethany's all for it.
Okay, well, SNL had the highest ratings they've ever had, so I guess something's working. People are talking, right? But what I thought was annoying was that if anyone else made fun of their wives' sexual harassment case, like they would get in a lot of hot water, but I guess they get away with it.
Well, that is Brian Friedman's statement, right? Like that's the lawyer's like he says never in the history of anyone have I ever heard of anyone making fun of their wife's true sexual harassment claims should they be valid and real. I've never heard of that being a joke.
Absolutely. I was like, huh? Caught me off guard. But I guess that's their sense of humor. But and then I kind of felt bad for Scarlett Johansson. I was like, this is her husband's event, and then you guys are coming in there like,
Well, you're a publicist. Like, what do you think? Like, what is the motivation behind this? What to be like? This is so beneath us. Of course, this is a joke that Baldoni's suing us. Like, our claims are so valid that we can make fun of them. Is that
yep.
what it is?
I think it's like this level of being unbothered. Like she went to New York Fashion Week to Michael Kors show, and there was all these protesters, and she's like telling her sister, "Grab my bag, let's get in quickly." Like you can hear her. So it's like I think she just wants a lot of like A-list celebrities are like ostriches. They want to just stick their head in the sand when they're nervous or things aren't going their way. And I think a combination of that and plus ego, you get like a recipe for disaster. Because I don't really hope for anyone's downfall, but I hope that they get a little bit of humble pie, you know? They're just acting so crazy.
Because she's now saying, like, oh, one of my smoking guns is, other people complained about Justin, like that surfacing. I don't
Mhm,
know. I personally think it's weird that they were at SNL also,
mhm.
but I guess that is the argument. Just force your way through, I guess.
Force your way through. And even on the red carpet, he was like, "Oh, you're Khaleesi," and they referenced the dragon thing from the lawsuit on the red carpet. So I'm like, you guys are like, you really don't care, but maybe that's how you win. I honestly, crazier things have happened. They might get away with all this. I mean, I really don't know. I mean, I really hope not. But Justin Baldoni seems very unbothered in Hawaii, so I don't know. Maybe he doesn't even care either
He
anymore.
seems very unbothered. I don't know. I still don't know if this is really going to go to trial. I still don't like, I just don't buy it,
I don't buy it either. They
you know?
we should not go to court.
I agree with you. Yeah, it's a little weird. Well, in other news, anything in the Bravo world keeping you up these days? I have some things, but anything keeping you up?
I think what's keeping me up. You know what's bothering me is like this whole Paige and Craig thing. I don't know if I care anymore. And I think a lot of it has to do because both their shows are on. I don't think we've ever had that where someone's broken up from two shows and the shows have been going on simultaneously. So I don't know. I mean, I guess good for them. I'm not saying it's fake, but it seems pretty strategic that they broke up like over 2.5 months ago and then announced it right when the shows were coming out. I think that's a little strategic.
I mean, like, I was into it, but now it's just like it's never ending. Like, she at the end of Summer House, obviously, they added that on. Then Craig, obviously, through his team, shopped around who wants to interview him. No shade to Tamron Hall. I mean, she was probably the biggest person who said yes. And
Yeah.
now he's at it's like, and then she wears a shirt that says girls could do it. I just, and like Sierra's involved. And I just hope, like, okay, we've really heard it now. It's over. He's gonna find someone and have a picket fence and a pool, and the kids are gonna go to school down the street, and she's gonna date some, type A personality in New York. Like I don't think there's any more blood to get from this stone. Like I think it's kind of over, you know?
I agree with you. I agree with you. And I don't understand why Ciara is giving her 2 cents. I'm like, you dated the Muppet named Austin, and I don't think you have any leg to stand on calling it out and saying that if he wanted to live in New York, he could. I disagree with that because it's not about could he live in New York. It's about him being quite transparent from the beginning that my business, my warehouse, my house, my livelihood, my friends, my family are in Charleston. He's been very clear about that from the beginning. So I don't, and again, as a woman, I do agree with her. She's allowed to change her mind. She doesn't have to have a child. She doesn't need to do all that. But what I've noticed is a lot of women like this say all this, and then they meet a guy, and then they're freezing their eggs. So I'm like, wait a second. You said you didn't care, but all of a sudden, with a different guy, you do care. So maybe it's not the freezing of the eggs. Maybe it's Craig. Like, you don't want to be with Craig. Just say
Sh-
that.
She doesn't want to be with Craig. And Sarah has also trashed Patricia Altschul to say, I'll be damned if I'm an 80-year-old woman on TV saying that another girl is mean. Craig has done an interview and said that, for everyone asking, I was asking, I will not be going back to Naomi, Olindo. Let's never say never. But, I wish Naomi the best of luck. I understand what people want from me. Naomi is not the one, and I'm gonna find somebody new. People are trying. They try to fix him up with Rachel Kirkconnell, who he says he
Yes.
already knows. Do we
I like that.
maybe right?
I like
But he says they're friends. That they've already hung out with Matt James and Rachel when he was with
that.
Paige, and that they're just friends. And I don't know. Let's all try to find someone nice for Craig. I don't think you should date someone else from Summer House. I don't know who else there is. Maybe someone from the new Vanderpump, if the show ever premieres in a few months to a year. Maybe there'll be someone there.
I could
But
see that. You know what I
right.
want, Craig, David? I want someone like I want an A-lister. Like I want like a Madison Beer. I want like what's that other girl that's what's Cindy Crawford's daughter? Kai Gerber.
Oh.
Someone like that. I think he would be a very good A-list celebrity boyfriend because they like to have separate lives. They're busy on set, they're off and on, and I think he would mind like holding someone's bag, going on the red carpet. I think he would be good at that. I honestly do.
Yeah, I mean, like, listen, when you date an A-lister, you have to play second fiddle, right? And he would be good at that. I mean, he did play second fiddle a lot to Paige, although he has as big a reality TV career as her. But yeah, I think he likes that, right?
I think so. And I think she's trying to pivot and she's taking a note out of the Hannah Berner note. She's trying to get out of reality. You can tell. Like she's always said, I didn't want to be a reality TV star. I just
Mhm.
fell into it. She's probably gonna do one more season. She's gonna go out on a high and then she's gonna like level up like Hannah Berner. They're not trying to stay in that Bravo sphere.
Right. She's no, I get the impression from all of her interviews lately too that she is trying to distance herself from the ensemble cast that is Summer House.
Yes. She's
I would
outgrowing it.
agree with that.
She's
She's
outgrowing it.
outgrowing it, yeah. Well, Jack, speaking of which, I'm actually excited for the second season of The Valley. I have to be honest with you. I'm excited. I mean, I don't know, like between Summer House and now this, like I'm just more excited about the non-housewife shows
I
these
agree with you.
days,
I agree
right?
with you. Even though Beverly Hills was good last night, I really enjoyed it. I think it's been slow kind